Hello, I'm IntoLight, playing on the account AislingsBlade. I also have another secret Wanda-only account that I haven't taken any videos of yet. But today, I have something very special for you. I have a game where I essentially just played tank on Magik. This mostly consists of either hard flanking, or just battling their front line for a bit with your demon until you see an opportunity to jump their supports. Although I am only in low gold, and I think this could only happen in gold, I still hope that some of what I show off is able to be applied in other games as well. So, let's get into the game, see how it turned out.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1! You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Fun fact, I've been doing naughty stuff in the background all along. Really, go on, check the lore.
So, at the start of this game, I immediately went to the high ground, hoping that my team wouldn't randomly die to poke, snuck behind them, and I dropped to try and kill a support, failing miserably, of course. I managed to get out, but something you might have noticed at this point, that I wish I had noticed before literally doing this voiceover now, is that they only have the one Luna. If I had known that, I straight up would have just gone for the frontline brawl and out DPS'd what their Luna could do. But I didn't notice that in the slightest, so instead we do this convoluted dance of going back, healing up, and waiting to engage again with the rest of my team. I head back up to the top roof and drop down once again. This time it fares a lot better. Our Black Panther has already gotten a bunch of cooldowns out, so I drop down, immediately get their Star-Lord, grab their Hawkeye, and their Hela's somewhere in there. I wasn't able to find her, but she finally walks into my line of sight. I clean her up, and Strange just walks into my minion. What can I do about that? He killed himself. With that, the point is ours. Strange was last to die, so they have no recontest, and it's on to the next section. After severe overextension that I'm not going to show you, the enemy team has fixed their comp, and this time we're just catching out the Strange and Thing, who have overextended themselves. The Thing manages to live for quite a while. I instead head to the back line to flank and try and get out the support ults. That worked great. I missed Luna, but instead ended up getting Thing instead, so that's fine. And then come up here to help my Black Panther. Thor manages to kill him, but I got revenge. And then it's back to point. Moving into the next fight, I am trying to go on the flank once again. I noticed that their Hela is off by themselves, so I tried to combo them. It almost worked, but they managed to get away and ult. Seeing that the Hawkeyes just demolished a couple of my teammates, decide to just stick around, disengage. Oh, hello, Rocket. That was strange. My team is still dying to the poke, so I figure I need to take some attention. I mean, that's what the front line does. They take attention away from the rest of the team, act as a, hey, look at me, shoot me, I can take all of your bullets and damages. Unfortunately, I missed the Hawkeye, so I couldn't kill him instantly, but I do a really good job of just living a long time. Unfortunately, not long enough, nor distractingly enough, so Hawkeye cleans us up again, and it's on to the next fight. It's at this point, a couple of my teammates are screaming, "Hey mate, we really need a tank. Maybe Spider-Man or Black Panther should switch because they're both not doing great at this point." Get a pick onto Luna. Figure this is as good a time as any. Let's ult. See some more picks I can get off. Luna got rezzed by the rocket, but I managed to get her again and disengage and get clobbered. I managed to pick up their support twice, and that made enough space and pressure for my team to actually get in and clean up the rest of the fight.
Survive this! Come, my minion! Only 60 seconds left.
Now the enemy team is kind of staggering in and my team is at full strength, so me and Black Panther immediately get onto the back line. A bit of a boom, a bit of a bang, and they are mostly dead.
Double KO! Better stop that vehicle!
Thor would have killed me, so I got out, but now he's just fighting on points himself, like 1v4. Black Panther's still cleaning up in the back line. Something clicked for him after he got told to switch, I guess, because he popped off for the rest of the game. And with that, we successfully move on to point 3. In trying to be a front line, I do my best to go in first and be the first to engage. Our ults are really nice. And I was going to wait a bit for the cart to go up, but my team is going in, so I'm like, alright, guess I'll head in as well. I would like to take this moment in time to say my supports are absolutely goated in this match. They did a fantastic job supporting our crazy dives. This next engagement doesn't go quite as successfully. Thing dashes away from me when I tried to engage, so I switch over to Hawkeye, but I'm out of cooldowns, so I get out. I use my ult around the corner to refresh the cooldowns, and I immediately engage with a right-click dash, go in with my Black Panther, we get 2 kills, it's very nice. Their Luna ults here in order to avoid dying to me, but I think that's fine. Rocket is now alone, so I go back and gimp him instead. Me and Black Panther are actually just having the time of our lives in their backline. I do fall a little low, so I came back to point. May not have gotten healed for a while, but team's cleaning up anyway. And that's that. First round over. Now you may have noticed that while I say this is tank magic, I didn't really do much tanking on that round. This round I do much better. Acting basically as a pseudo Captain America or Angela. You really have to watch your health, because although you can build health very well when hitting multiple targets, as you can see here, just like constantly above 300 HP, don't forget to heal for your supports, goodbye Moon Knight. But yeah, as you can see, while I'm constantly above 300 HP, that can disappear very fast. I've said in a comment on someone else's video that Magik is simultaneously tankier and much squishier than you ever expect to be. So this fight, I think I do some real good tanking. I started out by brawling with their thing for a bit, then when I see the chance, dive into their back line. Never underestimate Magik's Demon Summon. As you saw in the background just there, it completely pushed back their supports, leaving me and the rest of the team free to brawl with the tanks on point. Now their cloak used their ultimate, so I popped my own to completely whiff my one-shot onto her, but it also keeps me survivable and allows me to get the one-shot later while also stalling point. Now at this point, they're basically just staggering in, so we clean them up as they come. Now I don't want to overextend into their respawners, so I stick around the choke point here. Now, I plan on using this choke point, which is very conveniently demon-sized, to build up a ton of shields on their tanks. But we start going in, I follow up on my BP, because he's deciding the dives, not me. And I miss my dashes, get out. Classic tank gameplay, always go back to the choke. Stuff the choke, keep the enemies there, you'll have an easy game. Now I was doing a separate voiceover when I was recording this, but my microphone wasn't turned on, so now I have to do it all in post. I was explaining, I'm sure, a really good point here, but I don't have any of it, so that's too bad. I'll do my best to skip over all the pausing. So, now we're back to the basics. Stuff the choke, brawl with their tank, and go on the back line if I see an opportunity, which happens immediately. Now, Sue manages to evade my dive here, but Rocket comes back instead, and I paused here to tell you about how Rocket came back. He just seems to have paused to type something, and I kill him instantly. My team uses a couple of ultimates to counter the ults being used by the enemy team. I just go to help with the Hela, and then move over to the thing, and that's an easy team fight. Now only one left. I try to catch out Moon Knight, miss the easiest dash of my life. Bye-bye Moon Knight. And then it's just back to farming the choke. BP and I catch out this Hela who is separated from her team. Hearing the cloak ultimate, I immediately pop my own ult to go for the one-shot. Iron Man misses, that guy really wasn't having a great game. We clean up the cloak, then clean up the tanks, and that's game. Unfortunately, one death on the tally. With that, thank you for coming by to watch the video. I'm going to keep on uploading interesting games as they happen, so feel free to like the video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to be notified if I come out with something else in the next 6 months. Which should be happening, because I plan on maining Elsa Bloodstone as soon as she releases. Like, she is exactly my type. Hopefully I like her gameplay as well.